Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. By now, I'm sure you've all heard the tragic news, and more details are coming out as to what happened with Dwayne Haskins, and it is really tragic. What we know is that they basically were having a team building thing with Mitch Trubisky, Najee Harris, and the tight end, along with Dwayne Haskins. And listening to this ESPN report, I was listening to ESPN radio coming back to the house and stuff, that Dwayne Haskins, there of course is a lot of bad things that are said about him because, what happened with Washington. There was, a couple incidents where it seemed like he wasn't really, dialed into playing football, cell phone incident on the sidelines and stuff when they needed to play. And, during COVID having, just different instances. And it doesn't really matter. Sometimes, it could be that the situation with Washington just was not it, and it just was not the right place. But it sounds like from what Mike Tomlin has said and the teammates have said that he was in the process of changing the narrative on him becoming a great teammate. He may have never become the great starting quarterback and had kind of started settling into his role of being the teammate. And apparently, as late as yesterday, was posting pictures and things of them working out and doing some things and going out last night and stuff on his Instagram and things. We don't know exactly what happened, but on Interstate 595 in Fort Lauderdale at 4:45 this morning, he was struck by a dump truck. We don't know why he was out on the road, if he was out running on the interstate, because it was a nice flat surface or what have you. And I guess maybe we'll find out more later on. The police, of course, closed down the interstate and did an investigation. There's no word on the driver. But the problem here is, and maybe I should give Gil Brandt a pass, but this was shared to me from, of course, this is our da-da-dunt, da-da-dunt.
Damn, Gina.
Damn Gina update. Gil Brandt is 91 years of age. Okay, so let's preface this conversation with Gil Brandt, who is still active, just recently becoming a Hall of Famer and everything else, had been an NFL executive for forever, and isn't kind of an inside old school NFL executive that's retired. But this conversation that he had was way out of bounds. This literally is, the guy just passed away this morning and he literally trashed him. I don't know if this is, senility, where you've gotten old and you just don't have a filter, if you had it against him or something, but I had to hear this and just be like, are you kidding me? Let me play this for you guys.
Got to know the young man a little bit, but also from a scouting standpoint, you analyzed him over the years at Ohio State and coming into league with the Washington Commanders and then going to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Obviously, it's a terrible tragedy, and what wanted your thoughts on that, and also on the player, because you did chronicle his career very closely.
Well, Dan, I hate anytime anybody is killed or anybody dies. But he was a guy that was living to be dead, so to speak. They told him, don't under any circumstances leave school early. You just don't have the work habits. You don't have this. You don't have that. What did he do? Left school early. I always can remember this. We invited players to the draft, and he was one of the players we invited to the draft. And we were told, no, we're going to have our own party. His own party was a party at the bowling alley, charged him $50 to get into the bowling alley for his party. It was always something, It's one of those things. I'm never offside, but they keep calling me for offside. is what it is. So, it's a tragic thing. Anytime anybody dies, it's tragic. And especially when you're 24 years old and you got your whole life ahead of you. But maybe if he'd have stayed in school a year, he wouldn't do silly things. I mean, when you're jogging on a highway, on a road like that, that leaves it open, because I tell you, it's so. Guy has 2 drinks and he's just a little bit to the right side of the road, and gets hit and killed. It's easy to happen.
Yeah. I want to just share this. This is a statement that.
I'm just like, are you kidding me? The man just died, and all you have to say is, well, he shouldn't have left school early. He was living to be dead. Well, I hate to tell you, technically, from the time we are all born, we are all living not to be dead, or we will be dead regardless, no matter what we do, because we're going to be dead at some point. Nobody lives forever. But what kind of callous crap was this? Did he not realize what he was saying? You literally went on and said, well, he had a party that, he charged $50 at a bowling alley. Okay. Guess what? Michael Irvin's charging $150 for his autograph. Okay. Coming out of school, these guys don't have any money until after they actually get into the NFL. Everything is about money. Hell, Gil Brandt, you guys charge for us to go to football games. Everything is a business. But to be so cold and callous to basically say that you almost might as well said he deserved to die. That's how bad and outrageous what you just said is. And we don't have the details of what happened or anything like that. You could at least say, it's sad that he ended up dying. He didn't work out in the NFL the way he was, that expectations were there, and he needed to improve, and could have left it at that. But you literally went on to literally just make a point of basically almost justifying and saying, I'm glad he's gone because he was a waste to society. That's literally the way it came across. He was living to be. I mean, are you serious? This is the craziest thing that I've ever heard. Like I said, maybe Gil Brandt is a little bit, a little senile at 90 years old, and maybe we should give him a pass. But if that's how if he is completely cognizant of what he's saying, he don't need to be on the radio at all. This is just the worst thing that I have heard in a long, long time. I feel bad for Dwayne Haskins, his family, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and right now, Gil Brandt is getting a whole lot of blowback from a lot of different places, and it's well-deserved in this case. I don't know if he'll issue an apology or whatever, but something should be said on this one. This is just tragic. I still have questions and wonder why he was out on the interstate. That's the thing that baffles me. Why at that time in the morning you're out on the interstate? We may never know. I hope you guys are having a good day, and I will catch you guys later.